Turn.
Okay.
Hey,
Doesn't make
let's
any
have
sense.
a
You only
little
see one
catch
pick.
up and a
Okay,
chat.
the first pick virus we can
Where
go
have I
see
been
then.
for the past like
in
6
start,
months?
I
I've
don't
been
mind.
doing a
if
lot
they
to
first pick virus, we go
nothing, so
Orion
a
Sivir,
little
we're just
catch up
opening
on
up
that
into a
and just a
Jarvan
general
mid.
life update.
Yeah,
My
that's
mental
true.
health right now.
You guys
is
wanna
What
try
do we
first
go?
pick
What do we
Jarvan?
go Jarvan
Things
or?
are not
No, we are
going
red.
Red
What do we go
side.
Jarvan
We
or?
could
It's just
flex
been a really
Jarvan, I
hard
guess.
6 months.
flex,
I mean,
yeah.
the past
We
12
do the
It's
months.
vice
good, no?
strategy. We pick
Past
Jarvan
24
early, they
months
pick
have been really
get
hard,
5
but it's just kind
counters,
of got
and then we
progressively
split it
harder.
up, and we
And
get
especially over
insane
the past
jungle.
12,
Yeah,
6 months,
I think that
it
would work pretty
has.
well. Just what
It's just
AP
kind of all
junglers are
caught
open
up,
right
all
now
added up and all
because
caught up to the
Lilia
point
is
where I
out,
am right
Gwen
now.
is
Neither
out,
is in.
Mundo
I'm
is
doing
out.
okay, like I'm fine.
Lily.
It's just
Yeah, our
really,
comp would
really
look a bit
tough and it's
freaky
really
though.
taking a toll. So
What?
the
Yeah,
work
that's
I'm
exactly
doing
what we need.
is
Some
like
We
really
love freaky.
game
But,
five.
trying to
but we
just
can just go
do
Jarvan
things
Bring it
to
jungle,
make
home.
pick a different
progress
top.
and move
Yeah,
forward.
it's just, the thing
But
is, if we pick
that
Nidalee, our
means a
comp
lot
would
of
be
things
Jarvan
have
Nidalee
been
Orianna, which
cut
is
out,
a bit shit.
or there's
Jarvan
just
should
small
just-
amounts of
I
things
like
going
it.
Just
forward.
put Jarvan jungle.
I'm still
I
trading.
mean, that's
I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah,
doing
yeah. I mean, I
forex.
think
And
I
I
would
know a
prefer
couple
like
of people popped up
Diana or
now
something
asking me
in
what's
that case.
going on with
Get
that
on a
and what
shit
I'm
for the
doing with
top.
it. I'm still trading.
Diana is good, yeah.
Still
Better
got
You
than-
can
a
also pick
funded account on
Tristana,
the
for
go,
example, and flex it.
but I'm
Good,
not
yeah, but
trading
then you need
as
to bank against the
much.
verse both.
I'm
Then you can
currently
play
They
back
pick
Jarvan
Ori
is
though,
fine.
I'm not sure if I wanna play Ori.
uh,
Only with Nidalee I
liquidity
would
sweep
be
Also, there's
strategy
no, yeah.
and formulating a plan around that
Ours
basically
Kalista is
because it's
fine.
been
Bounce,
very
we come down
range
to
bound
one
recently. The
sec.
markets have been consolidating, so there's
Yeah.
not been many trending phases to be taking advantage of. I only trade one pair, the AUD, the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. And yeah, it's just been very range bound. So I'm learning to trade liquidity. It's very close to what I was doing with Turtle Soup. So I was kind of halfway there, but I'm focusing on pure liquidity now rather than a certain session, certain times, which is really good. It's really fun learning a lot, but it's the final part of creating a plan and then backtesting it. So yeah, I haven't placed any trades for a while, I don't think. I think I placed one recently just to get things ticking over, and I think I need to actually either do that again before I lose my account. I need to check the time on that. But yeah, it's still ticking over slowly. One thing that I notice when things go sideways for me is my routines fall apart. Like my routine is what I do to set up my day. It's more of a morning thing. I don't really have an evening routine or during the day routine. It's more of a morning thing to set me up on the go. And that can be quite busy. That can be a lot of things. And it usually consists of naked charting and forecasting for the forex, some exercise, journaling, and doing my 5 to-dos, golden sevens, whatever you want to call them.
It's kind of nice, but at the same time, it's
And
kind
that's when you do
of
the
messed up.
yeah, your
It's
journaling.
not
The positive
nice,
thing is when
values,
someone calls you, you can
affirmations,
Google the number
gratitude,
and then you know that it's just a fucking salesperson.
and
So you can block that number so it never can call you
Wait,
again.
really? You can find the
another
number on
one I
Google?
can't remember, so I haven't
Yeah.
done it so long, I can't even remember
That's
what it is.
crazy.
That's like
But
apps
yeah,
you can
things
have
like that,
which
and
automatically
it takes like a good
I have
few
something
hours
like
of
that.
my morning. But when things are good, that's fine because I do those
you can
few
block
hours
the
and then
numbers.
I've got enough
You know what the
energy and a lot of
salespeople
energy to
do
do
then?
things for the rest
They
of the day.
fucking change the
These
last
days,
digit.
I
I don't
have
understand how
such
this
little
works.
energy
But they
that
call from the same
even
number,
doing
but the
one of
last
those
digit is
things
different.
takes a lot out of me. I've been
How do you do
focusing on the
that? Are you a
forex
hacker or how
forecasting
can you
and
do
just
that?
doing that, and
How
even
can you have
that
two phone numbers?
recently in the
Like
past
hundreds
few
of
weeks has
numbers.
completely sort of like it's diminished a lot. I
Fucking
only do it a
hackers.
couple of days a week, so that's
Fucking
not
hacker.
good. But yeah, I see my routine like fall
Hey,
apart
Bows,
when things are
do
going sideways.
salespeople
That's something to
randomly
pay
call you
attention
sometimes?
to. You know, what does your routine look like?
Bro,
Because moving forward, you need to
someone
have a
called me
foundation which
yesterday.
you build up
Say he was from a
on. Even if
my
you
phone
started ages
company,
ago and you've
and then he
started
like
already
said my
building,
address and
sometimes
everything,
when you
and
get
so
knocked
I
down like I
trusted him,
have,
right?
you need
And he
to
said like he had
go
the
back to the
deal.
basics, go back
So
to the foundations, and
I
almost
signed something,
not start again, but
and
look at
I
what those
like.
foundations
So
are and build up
I'm just
from that,
I'm fucking
rather than
stressing the
thinking
entire
that
day
you've
that
got
I
to start
made
from
a
floor
mistake.
10, go back to the
But there's
foundations.
no way
I'll
a
go
random
through a
person
bit
can
more
just
of
know my
that in a
address, right?
moment,
Surely.
because this notion
And
of
like
Sweden
my
They can.
here
But you're in
They can.
is
Sweden,
Sweden,
of course
everybody
they
has
can.
their
Everything
address.
is public,
but
Bows.
No, but I've
it's just
hidden
been
it.
tough, and that's what
It's
I'm going to say.
public.
That's why I've been doing videos, and
But
that's
you
why
can
I've
do
been
it.
doing a lot of social
And
media
like he knew
content.
my social security number and stuff like this.
Okay,
And that's kind
probably
of what
your
there is
actual
to it. I'm
phone.
So I
trying to
just
do what
trust
I
him.
can
I
in the
don't know.
space that I can.
Yeah, like
and it's
this,
really
you
hard
can't
to,
fucking trust anyone these days.
I
People
guess, be
just call
kind
you up and it's
kind to
like
myself in that
that
way,
it
because I
says
feel
that
I
they're
have to
from
meet a
a
certain
company
standard
and a company
that I've
that
set
is
for
like
myself,
a big company
because I
that
want
everyone
to
can
achieve
trust.
so
But
much.
then
I
you
feel
don't
like,
fucking
you know,
know
I have to do
if
these,
they're lying
do
or not,
these
you
certain
know?
But you know,
things.
in America,
Shouldn't
people get
trust them.
scammed for
So
their
it's been
whole
hard to
money
kind of
with this.
try and
Like they
sit
get
back
called
and
by.
Yeah,
maybe
these are
relax a bit more
classic
And they get,
scams.
yeah, there's like
do
classic
less,
scam.
do
It's
less,
from
especially when I
Microsoft.
know how much I can
Yes,
do,
they lose
and
their
I'm
whole
doing nowhere near
savings.
that.
The one
It's
thing
really
I
hard
learned,
for me.
you know,
'cause I
maybe
feel like
everyone
I'm not
already knows
making
here, but if you
progress, and I
don't,
feel,
when I moved to
you
England,
know,
I had to get a
to
new
get out
English
of
phone
where I
number.
am right
And when I
now,
got
I
the
need
number,
to be making a lot of
after 2
progress.
days, I'm
and
getting
because I'm not, it
texts
feels
from
very,
random people saying,
backwards.
"Hey, Dad,
But
hope you're
it is
okay.
what it
Like,
is.
I'll
I
be
don't
home
have a lot of
soon."
energy
No, I
left
had
to
that
be
too.
aware of that. And
But what they
use
do
what
is
they
they
do have to
recycle
certain
numbers,
things.
right? So I got given a
So-
number
Yeah.
that was someone else's. So when you get a
What-
new
Yes.
number, you
what
have
is
to
my
ask for a
focus,
new
essentially,
number,
what
not
am
a
I focusing
recycled
on?
one. And you can actually do that.
You know,
So don't
and
ever ask for a
trying
Yeah.
number
to-
like randomly, and they'll just give you a recycled one.
I was
No.
getting messages on my
It's tough.
WhatsApp
It's
about
just tough in
some
general. But
massages
I wanted
from
to go back to
Taiwan
the
or
gym.
something. No joke.
In the
Like,
decline, I haven't been to the gym for
Maybe
like
it's our new
5-6
sponsor.
months.
Did you talk to
I've
them?
been, yeah,
no,
4
like
or
I
5
never.
months, I'd say.
I did reply to some people wrong numbers.
Yeah,
Don't
you're-
redeem it. Redeem one.
And that's-
No, there was
I
some.
know you
There was
did.
also
I'm out of
some
shape, and
message
I
about
feel it,
trying
and
to
I
sell me
see
some
it.
shoes or something.
I
and just
wasn't
said wrong
at a
number.
point where I was really happy with how I looked.
In
but I
other
was
news, he's
certainly
going to
getting
Taiwan
more
next
confident
week.
in how I looked. I don't think I looked bad.
some
I just
shoes?
don't think I looked
Get them
as
on
good as I can do, and that kind of bothers me because it's
What's
really
your
nice,
tone?
you see your reflection and you look at yourself and you feel happy about yourself because you see the results that you've put in. You see the
I feel like we're
work,
really
you
ready
see-
for game 5, no?
Yeah, you see the results, and that's really
This is
nice.
exactly what we
So when you
need
see
to
the
talk about
result
with
of
Freaking-
like
Yeah, yeah.
poor mental health, not doing much,
Fucking
not
free win, I
exercising,
can feel
not
it.
taking care of yourself,
There's an
that doesn't
imposter.
help, right? For me, I'm a very visual person, so from to
Well,
see
so you have,
myself how I
two
am,
champs into
it's a
the
visual
Rumble, right?
representation of how things are for my life
Polygraph's
right
out,
now.
Galio's out, so you have
So I've
Darius
recently
and-
joined the
and
gym.
Sion,
I
right?
restarted my membership today. I can go today. Today
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't have the energy.
Yeah,
And that's
fuck
something I
yeah.
want to be careful of because
But you know, if I
again,
pick
it's one of
San,
those,
like,
I should be kind to
Wait,
myself.
what's
Hey,
funny?
I
you
want
might-
to make sure I'm not doing too much, but at the same time,
the Rumble might be
going to the
10-0,
gym really
but
help.
I'll be fucking
I
cooking
want
with
to be
San.
that as a
Okay,
priority
okay,
because
deal.
obviously that's something that you have to do
But it's
consistently
the
because
team
just
wants
doing
to
it
play
once
against
a
the
week
Fed
or once a
Rumble or
month,
not.
whatever, you don't see the results of that. That's something that you have to
prefer
do a lot
not to,
over
but-
time. to
But
actually
I'll
see
be
results in life.
even more
So I do
fed,
need to get back
You'll
into
be
that.
like,
But today
champion would you be
I'm
playing, Sion?
focusing on cleaning
Yeah.
and catching up on
Let's do it,
jobs.
let's
This
do it.
week is a
Fine.
catch-up
You're
week,
gonna
so I've
carry
just
on
been
Sion,
very
I can feel
behind.
it. Just give
It's
them
a new
Rumble and
month. It's a
we...
new quarter. I haven't
we
done
do
my
it like this.
previous month review. I haven't done my
Kiddo, why are
previous
you biting
quarter
that
review.
ice cream?
Therefore, I haven't done the month plan or
Bro,
the quarter
what do you want to do?
plan.
Suck on
And
it? Like,
we're
why
the
are you
first day
asking?
in. and I'm not ready for it.
I
So
also
that-
I
that
also
kind of hits
bite
as well.
ice
So this
cream.
week
No,
is
I know
a
you're
catch-up week.
biting ice cream.
But I do want
Of
to get
course
back
you
into the
do,
gym
I
ASAP.
know, you
because
fucking
No.
brain
to
freeze,
look
like,
good
Yes,
as
of course
well.
you bite
I
it,
could look
bro.
good again.
I know way.
Need a haircut
That's
as well.
crazy.
Like, oh,
I'd
just
even
out
eat
of
that
shape.
ice cream if you
Everything
don't
just
suck
out
on
of
it,
shape.
like,
But that's
make
fine.
sense.
You get to lick it, bro.
It's not. The look isn't be all.
The
or
fuck,
end
why are you
all, but
watching me eat an
I
ice
think it does
cream?
make a big
That's
difference.
why you don't eat a nice
So moving on
cream.
to this
Yeah, that's
notion,
something
this is
fake,
something that
you
I've been
know?
developing over the past few years myself.
Unless it's ice cream in
And
a
I'm just going to
bowl.
go through it with the shape it is now because I think it will be helpful to some of you.
Maybe Velia's just the hidden freak.
And
in
it's
the
something that
team.
I'm going to put out in the future as well. So first thing you see is habits, routine, and life. This is a week view, and this is where I plan all my jobs and such. So if we look at last week, where it was a good week for planning, not a good week for completion. So just bear that in mind when you see a lot of red.
Not hidden.
So why is it so quiet suddenly? What up, guys?
I plan out all the things I'm going to do in the
I don't know,
day,
you two are
including
how many-
like
so
hobbies and
loud.
general
When we're-
chores and such,
when we're
just so I
playing.
can kind of see.
Sorry,
what
when
I'm
something is
supposed
funny, I
to
have
do,
to
what I'm
laugh.
not doing.
But it's
And seeing
6
trends as well.
and
This is
9.
really helpful because as you can see, it's
Of
like
course, the
Monday,
free
really
cones
good
are
day,
playing
and
at
it just went
6 and
like downhill from there.
Yep.
So it's
Okay.
really helpful to
Okay.
look back and
Best of
see
ones?
what I've done or what
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
best
done,
ones.
what
I
kind of
just look
things
a
I
bit more, I
planned,
guess.
what kind of
And
things
if we win, we don't play
worked,
for like
what
2
didn't
weeks now
work,
or something.
and
No, no,
why
we have to
I
play
try
next
and
week as well.
No,
I
after
do it
next
now,
week, no?
so I have
It's after the
next
first
week,
best
we
of
play
three.
again.
in progress. So I
There's
can
gonna
see
be
if I
mega
started
break,
these-
We
right?
play the
these
next 3
things.
weeks for sure in a row.
I
Yes,
do
the next 3
it.
weeks a lot.
So tomorrow and then
I
2
say
weeks
it's
after that, we play
completed
for
if
sure.
I
And then
work
if
on
we
it.
win on the 16th, I think,
I
or
found
17th,
that
we have 2
previously
weeks,
I
right?
would set a task,
The
and
first
if
best
I
of three
hadn't
decides if we have a
completed
break or
that
not.
Is
task,
it
then
a
I
best
wouldn't
of
tick it
3
off.
still? Or
And that
did they
meant
change it this
most
year?
of the
Or
days,
this
most of the
split
weeks,
next
it would
year?
always be red.
Because
But
last
doing
time
it
it
so I've
was
made
three,
progress
four, it was
towards
weird,
it
right?
really
As far as
helps
I
because
see.
it shows
It's
that I am
crowning on
making steps
Kaiser.
forward. And again,
The
being
camera
visual, I can see
Huh?
where I've made progress. I can see where I haven't touched it at all. I can see where things have started but not finished. And it just gives me a better idea
Yeah,
as to what's
the
going on.
Leaguepedia doesn't go that far. It only goes for
So I
the
don't know
sprint.
how
So I'm just assuming it's the same.
Damn.
Why are you comparing me to Kadim?
Doesn't matter.
He
It's
sends
still a
Kadim.
roughly accurate
He's Iron
representation.
War for
So
like
yeah,
10
this
years.
is really helpful. I also have a filter if I have things that are routine, so I can take a
He's
photo
been
of that
iron
routine,
for
and
10
all that means is
years.
It's
so for
Kadim on
forecast, for
Kaiser, bro.
example,
He's
that's
smurfing.
routine. So when
He
I
actually
can
broke.
filter tags, one of the tags is routine, so I can filter by tags.
Look at that beard.
Just
Look at
routine parts that I didn't do, and go from there. Okay?
His camera
Because,
shakes
again,
when he's hitting his
routine is
keys
very
with it.
important, especially when seeing how things are going in your life. But
Budget
yeah, just a
crowd.
general. There's basically a
Comparing
glorified
Crowny to
to-do list.
Kadim is
I really
actually
like it
insulting
this
to
way.
Kadim. I'm not
You
gonna
could
I
lie.
am going to
Kadim,
adapt this
yeah.
slightly because I also find having a
Wait,
Kanban board
yeah, my lab is bugged.
really
Are they
helpful.
ready?
Things
Are
laid
we
out
ready?
in this kind of way,
Someone
but
I
obviously
wrote
right
ready,
now
I
because
wrote.
it's already just
Okay.
one list like this will just go on forever, including all the tasks that I've ever set and done and not done for that time that week. So going to refine that to be more user friendly, but right now I'm just using this as the main overview.
Alright.
But it's really helpful.
Here we
really
go.
helpful. Still filling this out. Yeah, as you can see, year goals, quarter goals, month goals.
Nord is
I've got
screaming
them
that
down there,
Syncroft
but it'd
team
be
we
really
played
helpful.
against.
I found it's really helpful to have your goals in a place that you can see them.
Day before.
Yeah.
So Sunday,
Most
yeah.
times that I've set goals before, they've been like buried in a page somewhere,
getting
so I
kind of blasted
haven't
by them.
seen them, so I'm not acting on them because I'm
Crazy.
not focused
And
on
Roddy
them.
just
So
lost.
I see them.
I
So
watched
having
the
them in a
game. They
place where I
played
can
against
see them
DVV. Is that a
is
Spanish
where they
team?
will go when I've
Yes.
done them.
We're gonna scream
Yeah.
them too.
It
Yeah.
really
Thursday.
helps.
We ban mouse
You
and
can just
everything.
glance and they're there. You know, they're on the main page.
Really nice screams.
This
that you book
section over
molecules.
here, Start Smart. This
Yeah, right.
is the
Some
foundation for me.
LFL,
Are they
LVP.
Smart.
DVV?
Self-belief,
They
Mm,
were the
momentum,
best, but
They were doing
advanced
good in
self-review,
LVP, yeah.
routines,
third?
Like
and
top four.
time
it was
management.
considered like a surprise.
So self-belief is done through
Yeah.
They were
affirmations,
one series away from Masters.
challenges
actually.
overcome,
Yep.
Yeah, they were pretty
and
close.
mental notes is
So same as
when
this
you
team we're
see
playing now.
content,
Third league.
like
Quick lock-in
in the
moment. We have a
general
free
good
ban. We're gonna ban
parts.
Kalista next.
Really
We
good,
can ban
helpful.
Rumble. If they ban Braum, do you want to ban Rel?
Read a book, watch a
'Cause then in the
podcast, whatever you
question
do,
becomes
and you
Rumble
see,
Rel,
you see
depending on their last
okay,
ban.
these good things, you write them
Yeah,
down.
ban Kalista.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
going to
ban
have this part
Kalista.
for here.
If they last ban Braum here,
But it's basically, you know, affirmation is looking
Is
into the
Real ban
future.
nice?
Saying,
'Cause I think playing
affirmation
Jungle's
is looking
fine.
into the present to say what you
Brom
are
is
right
open
now.
though, no? So really it's
Even
okay,
if
unless
you
you guys think it's like
don't
such
fully
crazy
believe it or you
value.
don't
I
see
say
it,
if
you
they
know,
ban Braum last
talking about yourself in a positive way
Sometimes
the
and
only
Those
positive
games
game
tense really
support left.
helps
The left.
you
Rakan, Leon, and Nord
subconsciously
added
Kind of
Braum.
forces me
change
to
how you think
play.
about yourself.
Can
So
ban
that's
it.
really important.
We can
Challenges
play Renata,
overcome
but Ashe
is
is out.
important because
And
it's
Kalista, Varus
easy
are
for
banned.
us to
What Renata ADs are
believe
open?
that we can't do
Maybe
something.
banning Red is
Have a
fine, yeah.
negative
Okay, we
It's
don't
open,
have
it's
to. I
open.
guess
belief
it's
system
Braum's
about
open.
ourselves.
We
But if
can
you look at the
ban
things that you've already
Rumble, yeah.
achieved,
Free ban.
things that you've already overcome, and the things that you've been through,
Can we
and
still get
come out the
a
other side of,
Balsion
it's a good
to bring it
reflection
home?
to see. You know,
Or
actually, you can do a lot
Yeah.
more than
How are you
more than
feeling
you
about
think. There's been
Yeah,
lots of times in your
definitely.
life
You wanna
where you
use
don't
your-
think you can do something, and it actually
your
turns
actual
out
champs,
okay.
or you want
They might
So
go
give them
Oriana
do
first
that.
pick.
give them some breathing room?
Momentum,
I
one
know you're
step
going
forward,
easy on everyone
actionable
these
steps,
days.
and task based on MV. So
Thinking
momentum
five
is
champions
really
will
important
sign
every game.
because it's, you know, one small step in the right direction.
How do you wanna do
loads
for
of small
this game?
steps
You wanna-
builds up momentum over time.
Still,
So
wanna
right
make
now
win,
I am
handicap yourself?
Or
struggling and I'm
That's
not
not
able
really
to do
handicap,
much.
though,
However,
very good
because
win.
I'm still taking
How do you
those
get that
small
angle though?
steps,
Last week?
that's
First
keeping
stand,
the
I'm a
momentum in the
first.
right direction, and it's still
Okay.
pulling me forward
I
rather than
think we
keeping me
should take
stagnant.
Oriana away. I don't know
That's
how
what
you
I
feel
found
about
during the
it.
pandemic, where I was
Yeah,
very
then-
much stagnant,
But,
and that's the hardest thing you can
You
do.
wanna go
It's
Oriana
like
Nocturne
you're
right now
lost
or Oriana
because
Or
IDC?
Zin
stood in the
maybe?
same place
I mean,
hoping
it's Trist
someone
Flex.
would
I don't
find
want
you,
to
or
show
you're going to
like
find your way
both
out by
champs
not
in the
moving,
Trist
right?
Flex, you know
So
what I
you
mean?
need that momentum.
Yeah, you're right.
You need to keep
You're right,
moving
for sure.
forward.
So it's
Advanced
better to maybe
self-review.
jungle if you can, like Zin
Those
or
are the
not.
reviews.
We
Midweek,
could do
weekly,
Oriana
monthly,
Lucian
quarterly,
and go
yearly,
Nami on
just
3.
reflect
And
back.
if they pick
And
like
that's why this
Rel,
is
we
really
could go
helpful
Lucian
because I
Braum. Is
take a
Lucian Braum
snapshot
good? Or am I just
and
overconfident?
say, you know,
Lucian
what's
Braum?
been going on,
Yeah.
what I planned, what
Am I
worked,
correct?
No, I mean I
what
can play
didn't
other
work.
champs, but I can play
And then
Stealer,
you can
bro.
do that for the
Fine.
month and
Okay.
for the
I'll
year.
find
And
No,
really
you
get
don't.
really
No,
visual
Let's
Yeah,
just
setting
just
like
pick
this,
jungle.
and you see it all
And
laid
then I'll
out.
pick
Like, so
AD.
this
Where's
week
the
I haven't
hate?
planned anything, and there's been
I
a
think we
couple
should
of
go
weeks where I
Jarvan
haven't
flex.
laid out my plan.
Into Tristana.
I can see that when I
Tristana.
look back and be like, okay,
I
in
mean,
this
they can pick as
quarter
much
it,
as like
it went like this, in
Wingo
this
City
quarter
It's
it,
fine,
you
guys.
can
It's
really
alright.
see
Trist
the
Flex
different
comes through.
stages
Jarvan
and
flex, you said we
series.
can
of
Was that a
like
rage
top
lock,
or
or are you
six.
actually feeling it?
especially over the year. That's
I
really
don't
not
helpful,
feeling it.
Feels
especially
so quiet.
with
I
the
don't know.
last
I
year,
don't know.
because that
I
during
would
the
like
summer
to see
months,
Jarvan after the
June,
changes.
July,
If it's
August,
No, no,
Jarvan.
no.
I
But
barely
Velia
planned,
picked
and that was
Velia picked
because
mid
I
of the
was
game
struggling.
once,
Someone
but
to
he
be
has to pick
outside,
Jarvan game 5.
but I felt I
Okay,
had
here's
to
my
be
logic
working.
though.
I was just
If we go,
constantly in a
if we
battle
go
with
Oriana
myself.
Sin, right?
So
They can take Jarvan themselves
I took
with like
that
a mage
Yeah,
and
they will.
fixer,
learned from
and
it,
they go.
and
Let's
know
say
that
they
I
go
have these
Jarvan
periods
Victor.
where
I feel like
coming
their
out of
value is
summer, for
way
example,
higher.
going into September,
would just go
October,
red
it's
Jarvan and
autumn,
start
it gets
Because they can't play
cozy,
Nocturne.
it's really pretty out, and that
game.
that's that
Bring it
last
home.
push towards the
Prom
end of the year,
queen.
and I get a big burst of energy to do a
Oh,
lot of work at
TB.
that point. So noticing
did
that,
you
it means that
Jarvan?
I know that summer I need to
damage
enjoy
you know?
the summer more rather than trying to force
Oh,
myself
damage,
to be
yeah.
inside
Damage
working
does
all
Damage
day,
hand ratio.
and then make sure I set a
Damage
good
and
ratio.
plan
Passive?
before the autumn period
No.
where I'm really giving that
A bit
push,
less
right?
than 1%
Really
win rate.
important. So it's really good to see these
that's
kind
big.
of stages.
It's bigger
you
in
have
the solo
in
lane,
your,
Jarman, 'cause
your
now
life, in
my
your
Q will
time,
one-shot
from your
back
weeks
line.
to your months
Pick
to your
me,
quarters to your
Brown.
year. And
Brown.
review is honestly so good
Stand
for
behind
that.
me,
So when you don't know how
everyone.
to move forward, you can just look at how things
No,
are
Unless my
and
shield is
have
down,
been
then don't.
and
Then
see
don't
how
do
you want to
fucking
move
life.
forward with that.
I mean,
Rise
no?
and reform.
Or
So
do you think she's not
rise,
gonna be-
reality check,
I think
illuminate,
Victor Ben is
self-doubt,
good. I don't know,
reframes,
something
and
or
your
like Ari
environment.
I
Ben.
like the Victor
Reality
method,
check.
though.
This is
Alright,
for
that
when you
maybe.
feel that.
Maybe.
For me personally,
I think Ari
Yeah,
has
Ari,
a
I
bit
guess,
for them.
would
Overcoming
be
self-doubt.
a decent ban.
you know, when I feel
Yeah.
like right now I'm not doing
Wait, this
enough because
decay
I'm
guy, doesn't he
struggling.
main LeBlanc?
Sometimes I need to check in
Be
and
like
just be like,
LeBlanc,
okay, well,
he's
what
really
am I
good for them
actually
with Braum,
trying to
Jarvan,
do?
Oriana. With Sin
Am I
South
being
I don't know
realistic
what this
about
guy
it?
plays.
Can
I
I
think
actually do
LeBlanc
these
plays
things?
He
It's
plays
It's
the
okay
Blanc
setting a
with this
plan
new fucking patch.
where,
on
you know,
that
I've got all these
candy.
expectations
Just
in a
get
day,
rid of
but if I
LeBlanc, I
wake up
think
feeling
he'll play.
crap
Wait,
and I have
hold
no
up,
energy and I'm
it's
struggling to get out of bed and get
LeBlanc
dressed,
or
am I
Akali's
really
name
going
he's
to
gonna play.
complete
I
a
bet you
whole
100%.
day's work of solid
Akali is out
work,
from
right?
game 1 of Fearless.
So reality
yeah,
check
this
is
suited
really
LeBlanc
good,
actually.
really important. Just to remind yourself to
Maybe
be
he was
kind to
Silas or
yourself and
something.
ask yourself the important questions as to what you can actually do and what is the
The
one
alternative
small
ban is
step
Ziggs,
you
but I
can
think we're
take to
fine, right?
continue
Just
that
ban
momentum.
We don't
LeBlanc.
Ban?
care.
A
LeBlanc,
lot of this is
LeBlanc.
still in the building
Yeah.
stage, hence why some of these are
Just not sure if mid
What the
bans
fuck
are
is
good,
that?
you know,
empty. So yes, I won't go through the
because
empty
What the
She
fuck is
ugly as
that?
hell.
Visual update.
What the fuck?
Alright, think about your
Self-doubt
AD
reframes,
crowning.
yes. If you're
You got
Yes, yes,
yourself,
Zeri
how can you
or
reframe these
Sivir,
things? An environment. What is your current environment?
Yeah, so
My
it's good,
environment right now is a mess. So that's why today I've been spending a lot of time cleaning. I
Think
say a
about
lot of
genres
time,
like
it's been very
counters
broken
and
because
then
I've been
think about
struggling. So I
pops.
have been doing small
I
bits
got
here
it
and there.
already.
Otherwise,
Again, keeping that
what is
momentum,
it?
doing little bits as and where I can.
Kha'Zix,
Just to
Viego.
help move myself forward.
Okay, maybe
Clean,
this charm
to
is going
clean the
jungle still
space,
though,
and it
let's
looks
see.
so much better already. Like all I've done is just
Buddy.
hoovered and
Nocturne,
made
by
my
the
bed and
way.
do sort of like odd
It's
jobs
good.
like that. My desk is still a mess, but the little bit that I already have done has made a big difference.
Victor,
and
Wait,
okay.
big Victor
you
into
know,
Jarvan. I
cluttered
guess they don't have many
space,
options.
cluttered mind, and all
Yeah.
that. So,
They have literally
what
no
is your
control
physical
major.
environment?
How is this mid
Your
matchup? Is it
general
good?
environment,
For
who are
Victor?
you
I like
surrounding
this
yourself
matchup
with?
for
What is the
Ori.
kind of content you are consuming? What are you seeing on the
Oh my
internet?
god, it's just
You might be
asking
playing
What kind of music are
for
you
Oh,
listening
Queen
to? I
for
never
Queen
knew
or
how
not, boss?
important music was.
We gotta go Queen here.
Can you
until I
say
really
it
thought
like
about the kind of
what
things
did
I was
Cap say?
doing and the
Hey
music that
Dylan,
I
we
was
have to go
listening to
in.
and
Can
how
you
they
say it like
related and
that,
how
but use Mark
it
instead?
wasn't a good
And then I
He
will
doesn't
keep
Mark.
going.
Hey
doesn't
Mark,
know.
we gotta go Queen.
influence.
This is gonna win us the
music
game
that you
though.
listen to. Everything that you do. What is your environment?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course. They are not.
Touch, feel, just everything.
Buzz,
Isn't
do you
that
know
what
what they're
Dylan
talking
said?
about?
Is it good for you?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
of
feeling
course
it
I
now.
know
Let's
the group.
win this.
Nah.
Okay.
That's an advance.
Forget
Give
the
me
joke.
Anchor, clarity, and trajectory.
What did you say, Rek? You said this
So
is gonna win
anchor
us the
is
game though.
okay.
Who said
This
that?
is for
No,
me when
that's
I
Broxton
start
said that.
thinking and I'm struggling to sit down and do something. I often get
Right,
overwhelmed,
good luck, enjoy,
and
have
that's
fun.
usually just a big mental space that I get stuck
Don't try.
into. I'm overwhelmed with things I either have to do or feel I have to do, or just the general headspace that I'm in. So an anchor is basically
Okay,
like
so
grounding,
I mean-
bringing me back to where I should be,
Going to lose.
analyzing how I'm feeling
They have no
on
picks
a
now. What would
surface
you pick
level
here?
by
And
asking
Nor
a few
without Queen then.
questions,
Rise?
getting again a
Crazy.
reality check on things and bring myself back to the present
Victor in
moment.
any
so I
Alright,
can
chat,
move
hopefully we
forward
can
without
finish our
feeling so
series clean. I'm
overwhelmed
just gonna go to the toilet
and
real quick,
getting
chat.
a
BRB, one
perspective
sec.
on life.
Actually, I'll wait for the spectator.
Clarity,
Rob now.
what am I
Rob
working
on
towards?
Victor.
What is the bigger
Seems
picture?
a bit
Similar
shit.
to what is your why? He has a why who
Yep.
can bear anyhow.
How is that matchup, Buzz?
But I still struggle with finding what my actual
Very good.
why is. I have a loose
Okay,
idea,
tell
but
me more.
it doesn't feel so
You
solid.
need ganks.
So instead for this,
Are you
I'm
die-
doing
are you
clarity in
going to
terms
die
of
to
the
enemy
things that I
ganks?
want to do, something that I can
Before
Can we
see
split map
and
for top
move
this game?
towards.
Is it possible?
For example, the
What?
easiest one is
map
financial.
for
What
top.
kind of financial situation do I want to be in?
Are you guys
Yeah,
strong?
I
sure.
know
Right,
that I want to
I'll
be
go
really
AFK quick.
financially well
Yeah,
off.
I think we
want to have
should.
these things.
We have Ignite on
so
our Queen, guys.
I
We
can
want
put
to play for him.
images
for
there
him.
that
Her.
align
I
with
think,
my
yeah.
goal.
Her
You can see
woman.
where I am now, see where I want
Velja,
to
the
be
important thing
and
here
move
is
towards.
if I
I
want
do that
a
with
push
different
out,
areas of my life.
I would like a
my
push
kind of
out.
relationships. I
Like,
want to have the kind of work that I want
That's
to
the
be
biggest
doing,
thing.
who I want to be involved with or not.
You do
involved
whatever you
with,
want, right?
and move forward from there. So it's really good to have clarity on these
Yeah.
things, just so you can start moving in that direction.
Okay, so
wanna
you
ward
want
my
me
lane?
So
to
even if you
do?
don't know how to get the things that you want, you can see the things
Yeah,
that are holding you back.
come
and
to
either
me.
reduce them, change
If I
them,
get 3
rid of
items, the
them,
game is
whatever.
over.
And trajectory, you know,
Don't say
what,
red.
if you
Matchup is
looked
not
at your
green
life
sweeper.
right now,
by the
so
way,
looking at
just
these
saying.
tasks, what is the trajectory
So how do
that is
we
setting
help
me
you,
on?
boss? We
Um,
path to
so
you,
say,
or do you
for
want to invade
example,
early?
with forex, obviously you want to be doing
I
well
don't
in
think
that.
she's
Yeah, I
that.
don't
There's
know.
this
Invade early.
the trajectory of doing
Okay,
well
well.
with forex. I've got my
Which is
forecast,
perfect,
naked
it's
charting,
good.
great.
Buzz, it's all about the practice. You
Backtesting,
need to shot
good,
call,
but I'm
what
not
do you
doing
need?
it, so
Hey,
not
hey,
so
Oh,
hey,
great.
hey,
care,
hey,
care,
hey.
care.
Trajectory is kind
We
of
go
like
in or
I'm
where?
Nor is
on the
inside,
way
buddy.
there,
I'm
but
here.
it's not quite there
I'm
yet. I'm not on the
useless.
right trajectory.
That's all.
Don't have
So
to
looking
for
at things like that, again, it's just
You wanna
looking at
ward?
where you are and what you're
I can
doing,
ward ground.
and
They won't spot it.
realigning yourself
Yeah.
in there and going with how you feel about these things.
Just ward it. Why are you scared?
Back over here. Try some at targets to be, to do, to
Maybe
have,
something
10
like
things you want
flash,
to be,
alt
do, and
Q,
have. I have not
get the
done
word.
this, and you can do this for quarter, year, life.
waiting is
And
good,
this is
Crony.
something that I got from
Conceal versus
Falcon
barrier
Trading
ignite.
Guidance. Kudos to
Waiting?
those guys, they're really
Yeah,
cool.
waiting.
And
Is my
it
mic
was
shit or
really
what?
interesting
No,
to
no,
think about
I will just push.
the kind of person you want to be, the kind of things that you
Available
want to
3
do
or
in life,
something? Happy
travel,
times.
not travel, whatever, to have materialistic things. You know, when you
You do
really
you,
break
I'm
it down into
protecting you,
those
bro.
sections,
As much as I
it's
can.
not just a loose idea. It really kind of solidifies these things, because the kind of person you want to be needs to align with all the other things. If you want to,
We know where it started.
things you want to
Can you
have
see him
needs
actually?
to
We saw him
align
with
with
some.
the things you do and the things you want to be.
Wait, we
Right.
saw him top side. What
If
did
you
he
want
do?
to have
Yeah, Bruce
spaghetti,
wrong? He's doing
Yeah.
it
the kind of
wrong.
person you want to be is
Yeah.
undisciplined
one
and
more.
lazy.
Yeah.
Not saying you want to be that, but just as a
They
clear
are a little
example.
bit first.
Then you know they're not.
I think we can
aligned,
get this
so
XP
it
easily
kinda
though, or
helps
even
with
walk
that
up
as
for the
well,
CS.
to
I have
see,
Q in one.
making sure that what you're
Yeah.
after is aligned with
You don't need to.
the
He's
things
gonna die.
you are and who you're going to be. That's the. This is like the main
We can-
stage.
if you
Again,
hold the
still in
blue first,
buildings.
we'll
That's
do-
why there's
Yep.
holes in places and not filled
I'll save my
out. But
stack.
I'm just trying to create a place where it has things that will help me move forward in one go, and these are going to have images in it, so it looks fancy, which I'll show you in a second.
We're
This
gonna
is the
be
month
weak.
overview, so
He
this
didn't do
is
blue,
the
no?
same as
Is he
this.
just skipping the blue? No,
but
he
just
just
as a
he just
month
finished it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
particularly helpful.
We're gonna be weak side eventually, Crown.
So yeah, I can take a snapshot of my month and be like, great, okay. This is.
I'll take this one.
I know this week I
Actually, you take it,
didn't
take it.
plan my whole week. I just filled out things that I had to do on the day.
Okay,
I
As
was
you can
my
see,
7.
started the week great,
Actually
and then
low.
it just completely flopped.
More than maybe?
Same here. Started great, flopped. Didn't
I don't
do
think he will
anything here,
skip
so it
camps
was
to
a rough
gank by the
week,
way on
and
this
then
wave. It would be
planning
weird
things
to gank
again,
without the red. I feel like. So we can maybe do
planned
this
it
wave and
all,
then fuck
but
off.
you know, good week, good start. Less
I'll
towards the
save my
end,
last
right?
stack for the cannon.
So it
But
means that
like
I
you
can
should
see
also
this and be
turn
like,
on
okay,
this.
I've currently got a big issue where I start the
Played
week
too
off
much
solid
league.
and I do a
Okay.
few things, but then it just trails off. This might not be
freeze
that
is
I
scary,
haven't
though.
done
I'm more than
anything
12.
here.
I'm
It
more
might
than
be that I
12.
haven't
We're fine.
caught up. I haven't
Zenith's
written the
problem with
things
his
that I've done.
golems.
So
I will
what
ward
am I
in,
going to
in
do about that?
7 seconds.
The problem
Look
is
at
he can
the
go
next
this way
wave.
and it's like not
Yeah, this
spotted
is-
there
this
on mid,
is
you know?
the
He shouldn't go that way
all
though. He
the
should always come from
intentions.
bottom.
It's
He
not
shouldn't
that
come
easy to
from
gank
Here
us
as well,
into
but this is just a
cleanse
year
and bronze
snapshot,
silver. Like,
you know,
it's
what
really not
happened
easy.
in Q1, January, so on and
Right,
so
again, easy
forth.
trade
I
flash
see-
here though if they
I see
want.
the plans, I see the goals, I see the reviews, so I can see it all in one space, all the way through to the end of the year. Here, there we are. Again, it's still being filled out, but
Charge it up.
that's where I'm at with things right now. But
Up
it's a
number
really, this has been a really helpful notion, and I've just been building it as I go along, rather than trying to build something and then work into it. I've just been working with it. But this is work in
Are we
itself,
enjoying
right?
this
So
game?
it's kind of slow at the moment, but
We're
I
kind
want
of
this to be
enjoying
a
this game, I guess.
thing that really helps me and that I use every part of it
Draft-wise, we're pretty happy.
one way or another, especially with the parts I feel overwhelmed. You know, it's here to help me. It's supposed to be a guide, and hence why I want to be able to offer it to other people as well, so to guide them who may feel
What?
in either similar situations or have been through similar things or feel similar things and feel that this could benefit. But yeah, that's just the kind of rundown with that so far. So this is kind of loosely working on the background.
we have damage loss.
There's
Yeah.
I have other
1
projects
second
and
cube.
jobs that I
How
do,
much?
bits here
Nice.
and there, which I
Sounds
enjoy,
Susanna,
but
but it's
it
coming
just
back.
means
Yeah,
again
she
there's
doesn't
I will
a
have
lot
cannon, I will have
more
cannon.
energy
Yeah,
rather than
again,
having
it's
one
fine.
job and one focus. I have a lot of different focuses,
I'll
which is
come
nice.
up,
I can kind of bounce around between,
I think we
which
don't
helps
waste too
me,
much time
but
here.
it does
No,
mean
I'll
that
try my best,
things
Yeah.
lack and struggle. Forex, for example, should be a main
Maybe there's another
priority.
good spot.
It isn't too good
This is enough.
at the moment. I feel, however, got to be kind
More
to
than
myself.
Like you could have killed him, actually.
But that's where I am
Check
with these
the middle
things.
kill there.
I've missed my first
Just
kill as
realised I
well.
should have done a
Okay,
sound
I'll
check
be
at
off-
the
well,
start.
He wasn't
I
slow, he swapped to the
really
form,
hope
which
the
he-
sound has worked on this, otherwise I'm
Actually,
going to
did.
be really cross and I'm not going to put on the video
It's
for
fine.
another
Zen
6
should be on
months.
his bot camps
So I
again.
struggle with this and I don't know what it is about it, but I just don't enjoy it. So whenever I get the
We can do
slightest
Drake
like
whenever you
hiccup,
want.
Does that mean
I
I'm
just-
Mike
What
gang?
crap?
I'll go
I'm
and
not
ward
doing
it.
it.
No, 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 no.
So
Oh, bot
and that's
camps.
one thing
Bot
you want to be
camps,
cautious of as well, is make sure you do things
Bot
that you
camps.
enjoy. Of
What's the
course,
plan
there are
after
going to be
streams?
times where you
Well,
have
I
to
don't know,
do
we'll do a
things that
little
you
bit of
don't
variety. I'm not sure
enjoy.
what to play though.
But
What
you know,
should we
use
play?
this
But I
as
think my
wanted to
tempo
do
is
because I wanted to
further ahead,
document
so
my
she's like maybe
journey
here.
and be able to look back and be like, oh, this is when I was doing this and doing that, and you know, seeing the
We can't do
contrast.
that.
I'm
Maybe-
preparing for Drake as well if they want.
but I just didn't
Yeah,
want
I
to
would
enjoy
love
it.
to
I
do
didn't
Minecraft.
enjoy
Maybe
it.
you can ward the
I
Drake,
can
you
yap,
can find a
Yeah,
timer.
yeah.
yap in a way that's
They're
interesting,
roaming,
it's
okay?
difficult.
Tristana pushed
But yeah.
I'm not putting
left,
any effort
so
in, or
something
much
might be
effort
up.
into
Okay.
improving my
Take
skill
it
on
a
that,
bit now.
and then
I
the
think
editing
they're on
side.
ropes,
Well,
honestly.
yeah,
They're
starting
fighting
off,
top.
because that's just a ball ache.
Doesn't seem like
I was
they're
watching a
Drake.
video from
He
Hannah
ulted
Forex,
mid wave,
and
he's gonna
she
reset
said
right
Red
now.
mid.
she
Look at Ral.
enjoys that creative part of
Red is
herself,
selling
creating
Trist
those
again.
videos and doing YouTube.
A little
And I
bit.
Zana's
realised
not
that
having a
I
good
don't
game
enjoy
so
it,
far.
so I shouldn't try and force myself to do it.
I
because
cancelled
that's
Victor
something I
base.
enjoy.
Looking
What is
top.
open or what? What is
But
it?
yeah,
I mean, they're on
Keep in mind we
Yeah,
don't have
just
sums, by the way. They
fine.
could send it.
Is this gonna
Get
work?
back
ideas
in the
and
game here.
thoughts out
Where
there
are they
and
even?
in
Do we know
relation
where
to
they are?
others.
Are they swapping?
So that's my
happening?
general update.
I think they're
Things
controlling
are
it.
tough. on
I think
still
they're
buying.
they're swapping top.
They
They're
are
swapping
top,
for sure.
yeah.
For
They are
sure.
top.
They're
Trying to look
swapping.
after myself, yada yada yada. Happy days.
I have to
hope
make
you're
it
all
through
doing
here,
well.
or
Let
else
me
my
know
game is
how
over.
you're
In
doing.
5.
If any of
Maybe I
this was
should base
helpful
and
to you,
help.
let me know what parts. If
Yeah.
any of this resonates,
Side.
any
I think we should
part
base
of
on
this
top now.
you're interested in,
Yeah.
let
What do
me
you
know.
Yeah.
Then yeah,
So boss can
hope
play
you're all
somewhere.
doing okay. Don't give up. Believe in
is going
yourself.
on?
You can do it. You can push through it. Things will go really well.
I mean, they might do the same again, but once we get queen
I'll
6, we
see
can
you all.
play ahead of the tempo, I think.
Whenever I see
We'll try to
you
get
all,
6
I
on both
suppose.
wave, and then
Ta-ra.
we
Goodbye.
will